Welcome back to Fullest Piece. On this week's episode, we're going to be tier listing all of Chelsea FC's kits from the 90s up to the modern day. We're going to be figuring out which ones are trash, which ones are class, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to throw it over to Pete, who's going to give a little bit of a history on Chelsea FC.
Little history about your club. You guys were founded in 1904 by Gus Mears. He bought Stamford Bridge and he offered to let Fulham play there. And Fulham's like, nah, fam, we don't want to play there. He was like, screw y'all, I'm going to make my own team. And that's how you guys got started.
A team made out of spite. We love this.
Yeah, why we started with 95, 96. There's a reason why you like this kit.
I mean, we have to be starting with 95, 96 simply for the fact of not the home kit, but the away kit. The gray and orange Coors away kit, so atrocious in the best way possible. It's just a beauty in my opinion. I feel like it's just the perfect jumping off point.
I mean, gray and orange are good colors. Yeah, it probably for the time, really ugly. It's one of those things that, I don't know, it's aged. It's aged better as the years have gone on.
2.3 out of 5 is God. Tough. You either love this one or you hate it. The home kit is, I feel like, very classic as well. I personally don't love the second CFC kind of shadow behind this.
I like the collar and like how it kind of has that white strip coming down where the buttons are. It gives it that extra pop. The like kind of watermark CFC. I feel like that was like a trademark at the time. A lot of like the 90 kits have those like watermarks. But I like it. And I think Coors freaking clean sponsorship.
The old, and especially that vintage Coors logo, I think really adds a lot to it.
Yeah.
The cursive is good. And honestly, Chelsea does this with a number of their home kits, but when we add in the yellow accent proper, it's just awesome. I think it almost always hits. We have a good blue kit with like yellow accent and hints in it. It's like one of my favorite things one of my favorite secondary colors for us to utilize.
I think they deserve a U beauty.
I think they're both absolute beauties, easily.
Yeah, so they used this kit in 96, 97. That away kit is atrocious.
Like, I would never wear it. It hurts to call it atrocious. I like the centering of everything.
Where the orange one hits all the right notes, this one does not. So I think it's kind of rubbish.
Honestly, I think it gets a rubbish. To call it decent would be a lie. For 97, 98, we get a fresh home kit. This is decent. This is a very plain Jane. We start getting into the auto glass years. One of the first jerseys with my boy Gianfranco Zola. Rest in peace, Gianluca Vialli.
This is like the template for the kits that you guys had this year. This is like inspired from this kit.
The light pinstripe is very clean. The bars to the pinstriping in between.
Yeah. I like this kit a lot. I think it goes under, you beauty.
I feel like I'm feeling high decent to low beauty.
Put it in decent.
Moving on, 98, 99, we get a new away kit. This one honestly does nothing for me.
We can move. Just put it in.
It does nothing for me.
Just put it in rubbish.
Honestly, I like the yellow. I like the yellow more. The 99 2000 home kit though, like for me, this it got a lower rating than the last one, but I feel like this is a beauty. This is like one of the most iconic Chelsea kits in my opinion. Just very, very clean. I like the collar, the kind of that kind of ends in a point at the end there, not quite a V, but it curls in.
For some reason, I get an Everton vibe. It doesn't really do anything for me.
The 98 through like 2003 kit, it's fine. It doesn't do too much for me. The black and yellow is clean. I think we have better black and yellow kits as the years go on. It's fine.
It's better than the other yellow kit for sure. I think it's decent. I think you guys have way better home kits coming down the line here.
I might have to put it behind. I think it's decent. I actually think it is behind. And then I'm going to going in between. It's a wee bit rubbish, the yellow. Almost every yellow kit we have, except for one, I think is better than this one. I think our best yellow kits are the ones that incorporate both our blue in accents with the yellow.
I mean, it's a decent kit. It kind of gets what you need out of it.
I feel like this gets a solid decent. Now we go into what is one of my favorite home kits, and that is our 2001, 2002. I've got Gianfranco Zola in my closet right now. This is easily one of my favorite kits that we've had. It's just very clean, very iconic. I love the collar a lot, the way it kind of curls in there. Our first year with Fly Emirates. Which, yeah, this is in my opinion, it's like a perfect kit.
This is absolute class. This is absolute. I think the right tone of the blue, the palette is just. I think what distinguishes it, what makes your blue pop versus other blues.
This away kit, honestly, I think is pretty fantastic too. I don't know if I can call it class, but it's just the blue, the white. It's very simple.
It's decent. Like the piping around like the body and the sleeves is kind of cool. Adds something to it, but it's a white kit. It does.
But I feel like these kits are where we're starting to see that more modern athletic look on kits as compared to the 90s and 80s.
So put that blue on.
Absolute class.
The white, decent. So they used the same home kit in 02-03.
This is the year that Chelsea on the final day of the season, with a Gronkshar scored on the final, I believe it was the final day of the season against Liverpool to win. And then that goal got us Champions League, which got Roman Abramovich to purchase us. Anyway, long story short, this jersey's decent.
Yeah, it's decent.
It's decent. It's so inoffensive. It's just fine.
It's plain. It's fine. It's a like a dark. I don't know if it's black or navy blue or whatever, but yeah, it's decent. Just throw it in the decent. It's a big fork in the road in your club history, but yeah, I don't think it's as good as the other one as the previous years.
No, it's definitely not rubbish. It's just clean. It's just a very plain Jane gets the job done kit. But our away kit this year is one of my favorites.
I like this kit a lot.
This is a beauty in my opinion. I don't know if I can say it's class, but it's just so clean. I like the little gradient fade between the sponsor instead of just cutting straight through it there. I'd say very modern still. It holds up over 20 years now.
Yeah, I like this kit a lot. It's good. It's a cool design, cool colors. It pops. So yeah, I would put this one under your beauty.
It is a beauty.
I put it under we get into the special one. He's the one of the bottle. Jose Mourinho. This is him just coming off his, European trophy Champions League run with Porto.
He is the special one.
Yeah.
This one's a beauty in my opinion.
I think it's the front decent one then. If you like it so much, if you were going to put it under you beauty. That doesn't yell to me a Chelsea kit for some reason.
It's just very clean. I feel like it looks like futuristic in a good way.
Yeah. It gives me a goalkeeper kit vibe for some reason. So that's why I'm like...
That's fair. This is an iconic class kit for me. It's the first of our Samsung years. This is
back-to-back titles.
This is absolute class for me. Back-to-back titles, the gold. We introduce our new and current crest, which I think is also our strongest. This, for so many reasons, I think is class. It's like one of our best kits.
I think so too. The gold accents make it pop.
Whenever Chelsea uses gold, it's almost always a win. And then we have this one, which is just, it's fine. It's
rubbish.
I don't know if I can say it's rubbish.
I think if you compare, you got to have high standards here, and you're gonna load up the decent, category.
It is getting
there's got to be,
isn't it? It's, you know what?
Yeah.
It is a wee bit rubbish, isn't it?
You get a nice one at the home, but you can't, away is just, it is what it is. Now you guys move into the Adidas year. Yes,
and the Adidas years are just special. The Adidas years with Samsung, there's almost no misses.
Little nerd alert here. This is just coming off the World Cup in Germany. So they used this template called I think it was called the Teamgeist or whatever. So a lot of the countries had that cool little piping down the sides. So they obviously utilized that in all the club teams for the following year. Yeah, I mean, you guys did a double in this kit. Surprisingly, you didn't win the league. You won. You came second in the league that year, but you won the FA Cup and you won the EFL Cup that year.
Massive accomplishment. That would be huge in today's Chelsea age. Both of these, I feel like, are beauties for me. These are both very iconic kits for us.
I actually like this one way better than the white. This is cool to me. I like this one way better than the white. I mean, I think I love the pinstripes. The pinstripes number one are cool. The collar is sick, and I mean, look, you would call this a beauty. but I would put, or actually, yeah, I would call it a beauty because I wasn't going to put it in class, but I would put it under beauty.
You would put this in class?
No. I'll put it under beauty. Beauty. That's what I meant.
I almost struggle to call this a beauty.
I think it's cool because I think the crest makes it pop. I like how they go with the negative colors on the crest. The pinstripes look pretty cool.
This home kit is an easy beauty. I think the away kit's an easy beauty as well. This is like one of our most iconic away kits. I think I put it above our home kit there, but it's not quite the bars. I don't even think this. I don't even think this is better than this black home kit. If you,
this is what I'll say. I would put it as the top decent ahead of that other black one.
All right,
I would do that. I do that. That's fine.
We did repeat a jersey here.
So yeah, you repeat the jersey in 07, 08.
This yellow kit, I'm tempted
dreadful.
to say you think it's dreadful. I think it's rubbish, but
we got to put one in dreadful right now.
There's one that's a guaranteed dreadful. Actually, I can think of several that's going to be in dreadful. I don't think this is dreadful though.
All right. We can put it in rubbish.
I think this is rubbish though. This just doesn't do anything for me. Lime green rarely does anything for me.
That's highlighter yellow, baby.
Highlighter
that's
yellow.
That's a Sharpie. That's a Sharpie highlighter from middle school.
Now this is a very clean kit. Honestly, the black stripes kind of throw it off a little for me. I feel like I feel like low decent for this.
Yeah, I think so. Now I particularly that's a beauty. It might actually be class. I like this kit a lot as a United guy. Because you know why? This is the first Chelsea kit I think of, because
really
I remember how I became a United fan watching that Champions League final. This was the kit that you guys wore in that final. I'm pretty sure you wore that kit in that final, and I just remember seeing the pops of yellow and the collar and stuff. It just looked really clean.
I almost struggled to put it in class because I know the next two home kits I almost put above it. Low in class, minimum. This is probably our lowest decent because it is clean, but it's just so plain Jane. This third kit, I'd say is like in the mid. It's one of our better yellow kits. We best. We have the best version. I own the best version of this. You bought me the best version of this. Later down the line, that this was based on, that themed itself after this. But this is one of our better yellow kits, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I agree.
This is one of those kits that I think about on a constant basis when I think about Chelsea. I think it's this year and next year's, I think, are two of our best home kits. This is also hold a very special place in my heart because this is the year I started watching Chelsea. So these kits hold a very, very special place in my heart. I think this is class.
Yeah, you guys win. You guys won the Champions, not the Champions. You guys won the Premier League in this kit.
This is when we had the double.
Yes, because you guys won that and you won the FA Cup that
right?
year. Because you guys went on a stretch. I don't really recall a lot of teams like using that particular template. So I always think of like that year with that template and that kit. So
it's just so clean. I think this is our final year with Michael Ballack too. It almost reminds me. It almost reminds me of like Armour a little. The way it's like plate.
Yeah.
This away kit, you're gonna call me crazy. It's like high decent low beauty. I love this home kit so much. Away kit. I love this away kit.
I actually like this away kit a lot too.
It breaks my rule. It also breaks my rule on. It breaks my rule on the centering. I don't know why, but it works on this. Maybe because I own this jersey, but it works for me.
Niche memory. Chelsea had a summer U.S. tour, and they played a friendly at M&T Bank Stadium against AC Milan. And I just remember watching the highlights and seeing Drogba freaking rip one from outside the box.
It's unreal. It was just before I became. This is like around when I started like watching. Yeah. And it's a shame I didn't start watching a year earlier because I definitely would have made my dad drag me. I would have made him get us tickets to this game. I can't call it a beauty, but it's very high on the decent scale for me.
Yeah, it's high up there.
This is probably on the lower end of decent as well because I would wear this, but it's fine. It exists.
You're breaking your rule. Horizontal stripes.
Like, you'll never catch me dead in horizontal stripes, except this one. This one doesn't count. This one doesn't count though. This for me, I think, is above the collar, but I guess this is top of decent for me. And then honestly, I'd probably put this at the back. Honestly, 2010-11.
I think of when I see that home kit. For some reason, I don't know why. I think Torres.
It's the first thing I think is Fernando Torres because we got him that January. It's the first thing I think about when I see this kid.
I also don't know how I feel about you guys with red. It feels like off to me. I also don't like that center part too. It looks like.
What's hilarious is I was almost willing to argue that this is minimum beauty. I almost willing to say it's class. I have very fond memories of this jersey.
Oh, we have two different trains of thought here.
This is one of the only kits, especially home kits, where we use red to any capacity. But I love it. I think this is one of our cleanest home kits. And I have nostalgia playing it. This is the first home season that I watched beginning to end, and this is the year I got fully like. I probably got in the later half of 09 to 10, but this is like what I would consider my first full year of being a fan. I have fond memories with I know Torres was nothing special for us, maybe except the year after this, but when I think this is like one of the this is another probably top 5 home kits I think about when I think Chelsea.
I just think this is hilarious. Top scorer in the Premier League for you guys that year, freaking Florent Maluda.
Maluda was a baller. People forget Maluda when he was a baller.
I like the away kit. This
away kit's class.
It's your first kit.
It's the first jersey I ever bought. It's the first kit I ever bought with Drogba the God on it. This is up there for me. I am obsessed with, and it's always like I've always been a sucker for black and orange. Being the Orioles fan that I am, that we are. So black and orange. We comrade. So when I saw this as the first, I remember seeing this jersey get revealed. I'm like, I knew in my heart I had to purchase it, and I still rock it on a not actually regular basis, but I have to be a little more choosy when I wear it. But I still cherish this jersey.
All right, that's fair. I'm not fighting. It's your first jersey. No one's.
This is fucking rubbish. I'm almost willing to say it's dreadful. This is dreadful. Are we willing to say this is class? This home kit's class.
I mean, I guess your team in the end here. You pick.
Now this away kit, I'm putting behind these two. This is high up there for me. This is one of my favorite kits ever. And maybe it's personal bias, but this is a class away kit.
Yeah.
And then just bloody fucking dreadful.
Get that piece of that shit out of here.
Now this next year is an interesting one. Our Champions League winning. This home kit.
But before we hop to the Champions League, let's go to the away kit for a sec. Because get this shit out of here.
It's just rubbish. It's dreadful.
This is dreadful.
Let's just fucking. Let me guess. I think it's worse. I think it's worse than the green.
No, I agree. All right, now let's get to real talk here.
This year was something special. This was the Sun Run. We had Andreas Villas-Boas for the first half of the year. I'll never forget.
AVB,
baby. The legend. We had AVB. Who I remember less than a month in, there was a website saying, did AVB get fired yet? And it just said no every single day until the day he did, and then it just said yes. That was the website.
He was like a Mourinho's apprentice. He was like the chosen one.
Except he wasn't. Roberto Di Matteo filled in, who it's hysterical because he gets the credit for it, but I'm telling you, the players coached that team to a Champions League.
Yeah,
that was all willpower. That was crazy. That was Drogba's final year the first time.
Yeah, that was like your last hurrah. Like that spine, like John Terry.
It's where everyone started.
Lampard.
We were on the end.
And Drogba. Like that was the end of their prime. They were like, I think, either in their late 20s or now into their 30s, most of them.
Everyone was in their 30s. This is the last.
Like, that was it.
Drogba was gone. It was the last year of his contract. Yeah. We knew he was leaving.
Yeah.
And we did it. This jersey's a beauty. I can't say it's class, but it is a beauty. I have very fond memories of this jersey.
You won the Champions League in this. You're going to call it like a beauty.
It is class. Who am I kidding? But we went on a pretty sick run of home kits. Because this next year, and I think it's because we know what's next year. I'm wearing it. I think that's what's sitting. This home kit is you know what? You're right. It is class.
I mean, to me personally, I think if you win something significant in it, like
it's a class.
You gotta put it up there.
Even that away kit.
You didn't win shit of that. You guys didn't even wear it. I don't even remember you guys in that. 2 words: Ramirez, Barcelona. Let's move on. That Malaga chipped. He chipped that thing over freaking prime Victor Valdez, freaking long hair Carlos Puyol chasing him like can't freaking catch up.
I remember sitting in my living room with my family watching this game, and I was behind. The game was behind my ESPN app, and I just started getting a notification. Ramirez, Chelsea up, Ramirez scored. And I'm just smiling at my phone, and my dad's like, what? I think I told him, like, I think we're about to see something. And a minute later, you can see him break away. Oh, my God. This is one of our most underrated kits, in my opinion, though. I gotta say it's high decent. I don't know if I can call it a beauty, but I do love... I have Juan Mata on this jersey. I miss him so much. That's a shared player with us. Yeah. But, this is a very high decent for me.
I mean, look. Yeah. You guys won a random double that year. You guys won the FA Cup, and you won the freaking Champions League that year.
I don't know if... What's wild is, I almost have a suspicion that with this jersey, it was supposed to be white, and when they found out Chelsea when Chelsea won the Champions League, they swapped it to gold. Because what a random year. Because they plan these jerseys ahead of time. Yeah. What a specific year. But damn it, if this isn't Chelsea's best jersey they've ever had, it's not even close for me. This is as class as it fucking get. Everything behind the look of it, the meaning behind it. This Champions League got us Eden Hazard. This was our first year with Hazard. This jersey is goddamn perfection.
It's a clean kit. You said it best. You said I have nothing else to give. I mean, it's sleek. It's the one. Colors are good. It is the one.
I don't think we've come close to this home kit in a long time.
Yeah.
And then we have this absolute plain Jane of a fucking away kit. It's fine. It's all right. It's inoffensive. It's lower decent.
Colors, nice colors.
It's fine. I like the gradient. Yeah. Honestly, it's an under. It doesn't get talked about a lot, but the gradient on the stripe.
That's kind of cool.
It's a little detail. It doesn't get talked about a lot. I think it works. Yeah. I think it was going for something, but also I think sash kits are almost always pretty bad. It's hard to get a sash kit well.
Dog shit.
It's dreadful. I don't think it's
pretty.
I think
that one is rubbish.
I think it's rubbish. To say it's, I mean, let me just move you all the way up here, my sweet prince. This is fine. I would almost put it all the way. Yeah, I'm putting it all the way back here. Yep. Honestly, all of these I like more.
2013, 14.
First year of college. For my first year of college. Yeah. I remember wearing this jersey. You got me this long sleeve. I still have it in my closet. I wore this my first day of college. I love this kit.
This is another really good kit. I like there's a subtle pinstripe design in there.
It's very classy.
It's like harkens back to like a throwback feel. The collar's really nice. It's a really good kit.
It's an absolute beauty.
I like this home kit. This away kit a lot.
This is an absolute beauty. This is one of those kits that I regret not buying. There's a few of those coming up. I remember the campaign for not for this kit, the home kit. I remember it's when it's just blue or something campaign. This is when every Chelsea player got dipped in blue paint, and it was wild. This was such a crazy campaign.
Part of the Blue Man group. Okay,
yeah, it literally looked like you blew yourself.
Were they going to get a Vegas residency?
They were thinking about it, but this away kit is just so clean. I love this away kit. I love this away kit a lot. I think
it's a beauty as well.
It's just fine. Throw it at the back of fucking decent. It does nothing.
Yeah, throw it in the back. Yeah, so that's going to be you beauty. Wow, you put it over the orange one. Okay.
This for me teeters on class. This is
okay. All right, that's fair. All right, so
back here. I'm just gonna throw the sound bars. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the sound bars in dreadful.
Yeah, you're doing us a favor. Arguments?
Let's just get this out of the way now. This is dreadful. I fucking hate this jersey.
Yeah.
This home kit is...
Was this Mourinho's?
This is Mourinho's. It was Mourinho's.
Let's get back together.
It was our get back together. The first of the 3
no,
get
babe,
back together years.
It was my fault, not you. Take me back. Like,
this is the first year with Cesc. We bought Fabregas in.
Okay.
We got Fabregas, which was huge for us. That was crazy.
You guys won the league that year.
Yep.
Like he comes back. You bring in Diego Costa.
That was the year we brought Drogba in on a 1 year. Drogba came back just for 1 year. It was like
he went to Turkey to get the hair transplant, and then he came back.
He did a victory lap with us. I remember this. Everyone thought he was gonna come be a coach after, and he ended up going to America for a little bit. This kid's very, very clean. I think it's a beauty. Honestly, it's just very it's a very clean kid. I think it's on the lower beauty end of things, but
yeah,
it's solid. The little gradient, the light to dark. It's one of our
gradient
cleaner
works.
Kits.
The gradient works on this one. There's been other times they've done gradients, and
that doesn't work.
It looks bad. This it works. So, all right, I'll agree with you.
This is a beauty.
I got you this kit.
You got me this kit. Oh, the Chelsea kits you've gotten me all but like one or two are rough.
Two. It's two.
But this one is our best yellow kit, I think, by far. The blue is just everything works on this so well.
Yeah. And it's like a Chelsea. For some reason, this yellow is also like, that's a Chelsea kit. Because they're one of the few teams that like rocks yellow besides Villarreal. This is hysterical because then after this is the year you guys get rid of Jose Mourinho. You guys got 10th. You guys got 10th this year.
This is a rough year for us. It's a shame too because these kits I actually think are a very good trio of kits. I think it's a very clean one. This one sits on the higher echelon of decent for me. I can't say I call it a beauty, but it's very clean. I actually like what we do with the collar here, the little button collar.
Collar's nice.
This is our random Falcao year after we got Falcao way too late.
And after he was with us too, so like it's just like
weird. This is once again
Falcao was homie hopping.
One of the few kits that utilize the red trim.
Yeah, I like that. This is a Yokohama tires too.
This is our first.
That was a nice, good transition of sponsors there.
Yokohama Tires was a very solid sponsor for us. It's nothing will ever top Samsung, but
Samsung was key.
They got a good start to the Adidas.
It helps that like it helps that the sponsorship, like the logo matches the colors that you guys go with.
This away kit is pretty up there for me also.
I think it might be better than the other one with the stripe going across the middle.
You know what's fun?
I like the sleeves. I like the sleeves a lot. The sleeves to me are like really cool looking.
I hear the argument. I like the bar personally a lot more because when I see the sleeves, I like the sleeves, but I also get to see France or Netherlands when I see this.
Yeah, that is the Netherlands flag, so that's fair.
I like this kit a lot, to be clear, but I do think the bars are better. This is actually one of our better black kit. They're usually pretty plain Jane. This has some character at least. It's a very metallic chest.
It's decent.
This works. It's decent. I think you're top of decent.
All right, there we go.
These home kits are clean though. I like their 2016.
Yeah.
This is one of our worst fucking years ever with Adidas. Yes. What a sad send off.
Worst years of kits. But this was a year that you guys pissed me off because this is like you walked your way into like a 2 out of 3 because you had like that awesome 2014 2015 you win the title. All right, you deserved it. Then you shit the bed and get 10th, right? No one's expecting you to do anything.
And then Antonio Conte comes in.
Yeah, you bring in this Italian man who has some hair plugs. And all of a sudden, you win the freaking league again.
Anyway, this is fucking dreadful, by the way.
So when this kit came out, I thought it was kind of neat because I liked like the little lions. I thought that was like a cool, very. I think we started to see style-wise like people liking retro stuff, and this to me yelled like, oh, this is kind of like a throwback to the '90s and stuff. Now that there's been like some time. Yeah, this is fucking dreadful.
This reminds me of children's pajamas, and not in a good way.
Yeah, that's what everyone said.
I remember seeing this home kit being pissed.
Yeah.
This away kit, I'm gonna go with
Also
rubbish.
bad.
I don't think it's dreadful,
Yeah.
but it's definitely it's rubbish.
Yeah.
It's so inoffensive. Does this also have the gradient? If it does,
I put
it's
this
decent.
in rubbish too. Just put it in rubbish. This whole year was rubbish.
I don't think it's like lower. Like, you know what? Just out of spite, I'm putting it in rubbish.
Just put it all in rubbish.
This is dreadful.
I mean,
this is dreadful.
Now you guys come over to Nike Town, baby.
To the most inoffensive potential Nike year you could have. Like, this is, we're all excited. It's just a template kit. Do I own this template kit? Yes. Did you buy me this template kit? Yes. Did I get it with Marcus Alonso? Yes. What a wild...
Was this the Marcus Alonso kid I got? Wow.
Yes, because Marcus Alonso balled out and was one of the best fullbacks in the world. And I loved him. He had 1 to 2 solid, absolutely incredible years with us. It's a blue kit. It's bottom of decent. There's nothing to say here.
Fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Throw it at bottom of decent.
Yeah.
This looks like a training kit. Throw it at bottom of decent. I think we just call this a wrap. This is such a boring entrance. I was so excited to hear we're switching to Nike just to see a change. It's better than last year, the last year of Adidas, but this is fucking off. This is just boring. I love this home kit personally. This is probably the highest of decent. I don't know if I can say it's... I think this is top of decent, probably, for me.
It's probably in like the top 3 of decent, I would say. I think there was some other ones that we have there that are way better. This
was a great year. This is the year we saw Chelsea play, and this is the year that Eden Hazard balled out for us. Yeah. Eden Hazard was unbelievable for us this season.
It's kind of cool. It's like the white and the red as you're like
the red
running.
Doesn't, you don't see the red a lot, but when it's used well, almost always.
Yeah.
This is a very clean kit though.
Yeah.
This away kit utilizes the yellow well. It's a little plain, but it gets the job. It's just clean. The yellow always works.
It done.
The blue collar is good.
Yeah.
This third kit is a beauty for me.
I think that I got you.
You
this
did.
Kit
I have this with Conte. You got me this kit. I
got you this kit.
We never use a teal. If you think it's rubbish, I
don't like this kit at all. I think I don't get the design aspect of it. The color is fine. I just don't think it's I don't think it's a good kit. I don't think you would see people wear this out at all. I think you would see people maybe work out.
For me, and this is why I disagree, I like it because, one, I like when third kits are funky. That doesn't mean it can be bad. This is one of our better funky third kits. Like, we took a chance on this.
That's true.
A lot of third kits, like, they should experiment, I think. I think third and even fourth kits should be weird as shit because you don't wear them often. This works for me, though. I like this a lot. I think teal, when done well, I love the metallic use on this. We don't see a ton of metallic on the crest. I think this is great. I'm willing to level with you. I want to put this at the bare minimum on the higher decent scale. I cannot rightfully put this in rubbish, so that's crazy. Right. I want to put this in class, but this is one of our best. I think it's one of our best third kits. This might have been our strongest year for Nike in terms of all three.
That home kit rubbish. I don't like the design. I don't know what the heck they're doing. That looks like a training top.
Fair.
You're going to tell me I'm wrong?
I'm not going to argue. This is not the kit that I'm passionate enough to go to hell with. I think it's decent. I think it's decent personally. To say it's rubbish is strong. I think it's low decent. I think to say this is rubbish is crazy. I would wear this. I'm not saying I wouldn't buy it, but I would wear it. Like, if I had this in my closet right now.
So if you're not willing to buy it,
I wouldn't buy most of decent. I would wear all of decent. It's low decent. Whatever. We'll settle on this. This away kit is one of our cleanest.
Yes, I agree.
This is a beauty.
Low end of beauty. Now give me that third kit.
This third kit is fucking class. It's class.
That is. I love that kit. I think that orange reddish color pops.
It's so
I like
good.
The little collar thing. It's fucking
so goddamn good.
The throwback Nike logo.
It's the pattern on it's crazy. The black and it's just like neon orange, and this is. We just don't see black and orange. So the times we've seen it, it's class.
I like that kit a lot. So yeah. So now we're on to 2021. the COVID year.
The COVID year, the Champions League year.
Yeah, you guys stumbled into a fucking This is why Chelsea annoyed me, because you guys would be this freaking club where all this chaos is happening outside. The board is going crazy. You're complaining like, and then you fucking stumble into a Champions League. Thank you, because you beat City and that bald-headed guy Pep. Freaking hate him.
Outclassed this year.
Outclassed them.
This home kit, everything after this, before this year, I almost cannot put anything higher than decent unless we take out the mentality that 3 sponsor is there. This is the first year we got fucking 3, the worst sponsor we've ever had by a mile.
My god.
This ruins every jersey for me. This jersey with Yokohama,
it's so bad.
I would almost argue a beauty. This ruins it. I struggle to put this in decent.
It's that sponsorship just
ruined everything. The sponsor on every single one of these makes me want to put every jersey in rubbish. That's how bad it is. I'm going to put this in decent out of spite.
What's cool about this is I thought there was a cool
the tire grid. The tire grid is awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Also, the black sleeve.
Also, the black collar and trim was
it's
different.
So clean. Everything about this is clean. It's this 3 ruins.
I hate you. I hate this. I hate you 3.
I'm going to put it in decent. The next 2 I'm not going to be as friendly with. This I want to like this. I cannot.
Beautiful color. The
sponsor,
color.
It doesn't. The sponsor, I cannot forgive the sponsor.
Yeah.
This though, we're gonna take a minute on this next one. This third kit is Chelsea's worst kit by 15 country miles. This fucking kit is the worst thing I've ever seen. This is one of not just Chelsea's. This is one of the worst kits of whatever intern they gave to design this piece of shit jersey. I hope they never got to work in fashion again. This is awful. I hate this. No sponsor could have fixed. There's nothing that could have fixed this. There's nothing good about it.
Oh my god.
It's awful.
And
the colors make no sense. The color makes no sense.
That sexy Frenchman, Giroud, had to wear this too.
That sexy Frenchman couldn't have saved it. This jersey is hell. That home kit, man. That home kit had so much potential. I'm giving you get lowest decent.
Yeah.
This is going. This how do I add? Can I add a tier? Oh, perfect.
Oh,
right where it belongs.
This is also not a good year for Chelsea kits as well.
This is rubbish.
This kit when this came out. Number one, when I see this kit,
this is dreadful.
You guys.
This is dreadful.
It is. Let me finish. 2 things I think about this kit. I also think about when you guys rebought Romelu Lukaku for 100 mil. First year back. Also, when I see this kit, I just think of lacrosse shorts. This is like a design that lacrosse brands put on their lacrosse shorts. Like you're on a club team.
You're finding this in Lax World.
We gave you, these are your new shorts for this year. That's all I have to think about.
This is bloody fucking dreadful. It's not our worst. It's definitely shouldn't burn in hell, but it's bad.
Yeah.
This, honestly...
the sponsor.
This would have been this. It's going in dreadful because of the sponsor. I'd be willing to argue that this is. I'd say it's bare minimum rubbish. I'd be willing to argue it's decent if it wasn't for the sponsor. And then this is awful.
What the fuck is this?
This is what I mean when I was talking about the teal. When I'm like when I was saying third kit should be funky and experiment. This is where it goes wrong. This is the opposite.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you fuck up that teal jersey. This is
put that third kit and burn in hell too.
No, this I cannot.
No, put the third kit.
No,
I can.
No, this is bottom.
Deserves it too.
This makes Pete. This jersey makes this guy. No,
oh my god,
Pete. This jersey, this one right here, makes this bad boy look like a goddamn Picasso. God. We don't cut. This is the only one that gets its own category. This is where I'll. This is the hill that
Okay.
I'll die on.
Now we're on the 22-23.
This is a tricky year.
The sponsor is what kills this.
If this wasn't our sponsor, I think I would be more forgiving of this.
Yeah.
I want to put it in decent because I actually do like the collar on this a lot. I'm almost willing to. I think this belongs in at least bottom decent. The sponsor really hurts this for me.
Right.
I feel
this.
like
I don't like this kit. This is dreadful to me because I don't like those. I don't like those stripes. I don't like how it has this weird design, and I'm just not liking it. That's my 2 cents.
I'm gonna be real. I'm just not. I don't care enough about this jersey to argue with you. You can have this one.
Exactly.
I don't feel any type of way. This
is the best one.
This third kit is decent. I don't think it's. I don't know if I can say it's better than our home kit, but it's decent. This is the worst use of black and orange, by the way, by a mile. This is our saddest.
Well, it's not.
use of black
I
and
mean,
orange.
it's on the trim. It's on the trim. This is more
but
like a
there's only-
sand, like a sand color here.
You're right, but it's also one of the few. There's only been 3 where we use orange to any capacity, really, at least on the outside. But yeah, this is. If I look at these from a subjective standpoint, this is absolute class. This one I have to say is absolute class. This drops down to a beauty. The sponsor makes a difference. When it's no sponsor, I think this is one of our best home kits. I love this home kit. It's vintage. It feels like vintage while also feeling very modern. I love the very metallic holographic crest on it. There's a lot I love about this kit. I don't hate this sponsor, but I do think it takes away from it.
I like this kit a lot. I think the trim around the sleeves, the little like kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, underneath the armpit, obviously it harkens back to like that early like mid 90s kit. I think the only tough part I have is I don't know 100% how I feel about the crest. I know you like the crest a lot. I guess because I always look at my own club. We don't really do anything crazy like metallic wise with that crest. So, but yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think
if you see it in person, your opinion changes on it. That's the best way I can put it.
Yeah.
It looks very cool in person. This is class.
We'll put it in
to me.
class.
This is honestly kind of rubbish to me. It feels like It feels like a training.
It looks
if it was
like
a
a
training
training.
top, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
It's just fine.
Yeah.
I wish our third kit was our away kit. I think this third kit is very clean. I think it's decent.
Yeah, it's decent.
I think it's higher than decent.
It's very...
I actually am in the opposite. I actually think the sponsor helps this one.
Yeah, no, I agree.
This
I
I'm actually going to reverse it. I think
Yeah.
it's still decent, but it helps it. I would rather have it with the sponsor on this. The home kit, give me a plain. Yeah, this is rubbish. I think this is higher echelon. I do think this is higher echelon of rubbish. I would still own this over most. I'm gonna put this. I want to put it behind. I think it's on the weaker side of our absolute class home kits here. But it is up there. This is decent. This is I want to say right about here, somewhere in the middle. By the time this episode comes out, these may have been officially released, but I'm pretty sure these are what we're dealing with. This is the leaked 2024-2025 home and away kit. We're filming this about end of May, so these may already be released. But looking from the leaks, you and me have differing opinions on this. It looks like we're keeping Infinite Athlete as our sponsor. I don't hate this jersey. I don't think it's a beauty. I think it's up there on the decent scale, though. We're doing something different.
Yeah.
I like the orange trim on this. I don't think I've ever seen orange on our home kit before. I like them utilizing the teal and the orange trim in the badge.
So
I think that actually adds to it. I need to see. My opinion may change if I see this in person. We have this kind of like white marble, like blue marble look going on here. This in person can change my opinion a lot. I think this is up there on the decent scale, though. I actually am a fan of this. It's something different. It's not too crazy, but it's clean. I am actually a fan of this home kit. I don't like it anywhere near as much as this year's, but I like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's decent, I think. I kind of agree with you. I don't think it's not better than this last year's kit. I mean, like you said, you kind of pointed out the same things with the cuffs, like the collar, or not the collar, sorry, the sleeves and like the badge. I think that's cool. Yeah, I just don't know about like the little kind of marbly design that's on the body. I think that's where it kind of loses it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's decent. It doesn't, like, when I see it right off the cuff, it doesn't invoke anything. Like, I'm like, oh, I really want that. It just looks like,
It feels very experimental, but in a good way. It's not too.
Yeah.
It doesn't overstep too much. This away kit, very plain. It's decent. It's just plain Jane. It's nothing too crazy. We're bringing back the metallic kit on this, which the badge. Actually, I think that saves a lot for me.
I'm curious to see what I think, and this is kind of the first thing bringing this up. It'll be interesting to see what shorts they go with this, because if it's like the same color as, like, you know, like this kind of cream color, like full-on cream color shorts with this, I don't think it looks as good. But if they do like a navy blue or some type of orange, I don't know, like some
if they
type
get
of
weird, if
different
they get
color,
weird with the shorts, it could help it.
I think this will help.
It is also utilizing that kind of weird Nike collar that they've been doing recently. I think this has potential. These images are kind of rough. I feel like I can't fully tell what some of these colors are. It's decent. I'm not mad at this either.
I think they're both decent. I think it's better than the home kit though.
Really? So I like the home kit more personally. I think we can put these both safely.
Put them together. Like
I feel like this is a very safe middle ground here.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And that's a tier list. I think this is I don't see too many mistakes looking at this. I actually feel very comfortable with where we're sitting right now with a lot of these.
I agree. I think when I was looking at your team's, like, you know, history with the kits and all of that, you guys have like some peaks with every kit. I mean, there's peaks and valleys, but you guys like had a nice kind of peak in the 90s. Like, there was some good home kits there. And then when you get to like the late 90s, early 2000s, to me, it just seems, you know, a little fine. Like, there was like one of the really good ones, obviously, is two of the really good ones are there as the home kits, but like the rest of them are like, meh. Then when we get to like the Adidas years, I feel like that's your Adidas years are your peak.
The Adidas, that's also where even just Adidas. The Adidas Samsung years are borderline untouchable. They're so good. That
mid 2000 stretch, that's your guys' peak, because you guys were winning the league titles. You also got a Champions League in there too.
The jerseys were fantastic.
The jerseys were nice. I think once you guys get into like the mid 2010s and transition from Adidas to Nike, it's kind of where you guys are right now. You kind of like in the wilderness.
That's our tier list of Chelsea FC through the years. Of course, we're starting with gotta go with our two favorite clubs. Next episode, we're gonna be going over our friend Pete's here, Manchester United.
United.
But yeah, happy with where we turned out with this. I think we're pretty much in exactly where I expected a lot of these to end up. Nothing too controversial, I'd say. There might be a few here people may disagree with. That fucking third kit at the bottom is just so bad. I wish I could put it lower. It pisses me off to look at. It's so bad. That's this week's episode of Full as Peace, reviewing Chelsea FC's kits through history. Make sure to like and subscribe, and thank you all for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.